All right, let's get the reveal over with. All right, let's do it. Ready? Go ahead. Soak it in. Go ahead. What do you think? I like it. If you have no idea what we're talking about, ask the people down below in the comments. I am doing Poplin. Hello, the dirty laundry washing side hustle. I have to wash someone else's dirty laundry, and this gig app is gonna pay me, but how much are they gonna pay me? How nasty is it gonna be? And is it worth it to wash someone else's laundry? Here's the deal. Let me be honest with you, okay? This is my dirty laundry because I already did this offer a couple of days ago. It was a really busy day. And frankly, I didn't feel like filming. So I'm still gonna wash this laundry. I'm gonna show you the offer on Poplin, how much it paid, was it nasty? And you know what? There's something really unique about this offer I need to tell you. Because I've done Poplin before, but this time, let me tell you about this customer. So Poplin, yes, it's a dirty laundry washing side hustle. Can I squeeze past the door here? Now this is my, I think, 4th assignment ever. Now, all I do here is help you make money in different side hustles. So here, let me, come closer, come closer. It's okay. Come closer. Now, I've done a lot of these gigs, right? Delivery, ride share, all this stuff. You know what, let me put you down a little bit. Okay, so I've done a lot of these gig apps, but laundry's an interesting one. So, you know what, before I start this, let me show you the offer on Poplin, on the gig app itself. So here's the offer that I took, and it shows you the starting and ending destination, right? Super close to home, because I have found on Poplin, they're not all gonna be close to home, obviously, but you set a work radius, which is nice. So if it's not within your work radius, set whatever kind of radius you want. I like that about Poplin. Next, the standard pay is 75 cents per pound. I believe that's what they do. And I know their competitor Hamper, I think it's like 15 pound max per bag. I think Poplin might be similar, like one bag of laundry has to be like 15 pounds. This one was a little bit more than 15 pounds, but still you get paid, I believe, based on pound of laundry. Anyway, I like this offer because it was really close. What does that mean? All I have to do is drive there, I pick it up, super easy. I come back here and this machine does the work. I know a lot, okay, let me answer this question. I know it's an instant no for a lot of people, but Poplin and competitor Hamper, it can't be anything super nasty. If you think it, then it's probably not allowed. Like insane, like disgusting bodily fluids, no. Oil, paint, anything that can't go in the washer, no. Any other like harsh chemicals, no. And there's a list of prohibited items. If you get anything like that, you just send it back to the customer. You don't have to put it in here. I'll show you the pay at the end here because we need to see if it's worth it, but it's super quick. Think about a pickup on any other delivery app. Like we talk about short runs, so you're not driving, do not drive 20, 30 minutes for a Poplin. You know, I use Poplin as a filler app, filling in my shift on like other apps, and if I happen to be by a pickup, sure, I can do that. Day of pickup. So I accepted the offer. Other laundry pros, that's what Poplin calls it. You're a laundry pro. They can claim the offer before you. There's a ranking system, fun, detailed, you know, we'll get into that. So if they're a higher rank, I think they get it first. So they have preference. But I don't think we have a ton of laundry pros here in Pittsburgh because this was a pretty decent offer for the mileage. Well, we'll talk about at the end if it's actually worth it though. Pickup day, I have to tell the customer when I'm gonna pick it up. That's kind of convenient because it's up to me when I'm gonna pick it up. So you have to pick it up any time before 8 p.m. It's a huge window for pickup. So I told the customer, I'm gonna pick it up at 2 p.m. It was at a really nice hotel in downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I'm at. Now, the only thing I thought of is like, well, you have to coordinate that with the customer. If they're at work and they can't put it on their porch or something, it's gonna have to be like after work. I haven't run into an issue with that yet, but the person's like, you know, that's fine, it's already at the front desk. So I go to the hotel, go to the front desk, hi, I'm doing a laundry pickup for so-and-so. They had it. This is mine. It's, you know, it's dirty laundry here. So they give it to me. Now at this point, Poplin tells you technically before you leave, you need to have bags, a pen, and labels. Because if they put this in anything like a hamper or something, like you're supposed to put it in a bag, okay? And then a label, you put a label on the bag, like a trash bag or something, and then you write the customer's name. I mean, between you and me, you don't really need to do that, guys. I mean, if a laundry pro is picking up for one customer, who else is it? It's my customer. I don't need to label the thing. Fine, you know, do what they want. I'm just saying we don't really need that, guys, if it's for one pickup. Anyway, I have my bag now of dirty laundry. I put it back in my car, and I have to wash it, dry it, and fold it, and deliver it by 8 p.m. the following day. So again, think about it. Again, that's kind of convenient. I know it's like kind of gross. We'll talk about how gross this laundry was. Again, pretend it's theirs. But you can deliver it anytime until 8 p.m. the next day. So if you have other things going on, or if you happen to be in that area of the marketplace at a certain time the next day, you can deliver it. And I don't think you really have to agree on the delivery time. You deliver it when you want to deliver. They didn't ask me to communicate with the customer about the delivery. It just told me like, deliver. So I got the dirty laundry back at the house now. Now I'm just using my like regular detergent. So with Poplin, you have to use an approved detergent because some of this stuff has like a lot of scents, maybe dyes. So some customers don't want that, you know, in their laundry. So when I got back home, look at this simulation, let's do this together. You mark in the Poplin app what step you're on. First thing it said to do was to sort the load. I don't love that. Hamper, their competitor, says if it's in the bag, it goes in the washer. So that's great. So with Poplin, it said organized by colors and whites. Now, when I do my laundry, I sort by whites, colors, and darks. So it all goes into colors with Poplin. What do I have here? I have more whites today, so we'll just do the whites. This customer, they actually, wait, what am I doing? There we go. It was just colors, thankfully. So I didn't have anything to separate. I still went through it, but that was nice. At this point, it's pretty easy, right? It's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I don't have a ton of laundry here. Don't do this with the customer's dirty laundry, you know. Get some plastic gloves. You might want to pull one of those, you know, masks that you might still have. You know, you might want to wear a mask and gloves. That's what I've done with, well, not the first one, but every other Poplin customer, that's what I've done. And then it says use cold water unless directed by the customer. I'll put it on the screen exactly what it says, I forget. That's it. So wash it, we'll dry it. On drying, it said like lower heats, I believe. But let's fast forward. Let me wash it let me dry it, and then we'll fold, and then go over the delivery process. I mean, that was pretty straight. Once you get home, it's pretty straightforward. You just wash the thing. You know, you're doing whatever you're doing, getting other work done, all right? Machine's doing the work, but you're not done yet. So I take the customer's laundry. Oh, you know what? You see that little rack behind me? Right here, they did have instructions that said everything in, I didn't drop their laundry by the way, everything in the plastic bag gets hung dry. And I have not had that before. So they did have 3 items that needed to be hung. I mean, you know, pretty straightforward. So, you know, I did one little thing, and I used to work in customer service, and I feel like, you know, customer service is in the details. Well, I took a picture of this stuff being hung. Well, actually, you know, first thing I did, if they have that note in there, you know, everything in the bag needs hung, well, don't forget what's in the bag, right? How are you gonna remember what was in the bag if it's all going in the same wash load? So 100% do what I did. I took a picture of everything that was in the bag, just 3 garments. But then I knew, okay, when I pull it out of the wash cycle, these are the 3 garments that need hung dry. So that was a big hack. And then, you know, even after I folded everything, I wanted them to know that I followed the instructions. I put the hang dry items in a separate bag for the delivery with a little label that said hang dry. So there's no doubt they knew that I followed instructions. So you're gonna do that, and then obviously just do what I'm doing. You fold it, right? Now, what I think is funny about Poplin, I've done like all of these apps, 10 years now, different apps and in different marketplaces. San Diego, California, here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So great time to subscribe because I help you make money in all of these side hustles. If you're already subscribed, thank you. I was a Penn State Blue Band member. Pretty sweet, huh? Good times, good memory. Guess what instrument? Down below in the comments. One thing I don't love is Poplin wants you to fold the Poplin way. They just have different instructions of how certain garments should be folded. I mean, I feel like I do a good job here, you know, folding. But like for instance, check this out. I feel like for socks, you know, you take socks and you do this, and then what do? How do you do your socks? I don't know if this is like the way Poplin wants, but like, I feel like they just do this. They just fold it over like that. And then you pack it like that. And again, they have videos on like every single garment, but what I do is I just twist it, you know, on itself. Like that's how I fold my socks. So, I mean, I don't think it's like an account issue. I don't think you have to really worry about, you know, anything with your account, but you could get like, I guess they're arguing better ratings because the customer rates you, maybe customer tips, but I mean, I don't think a customer is really gonna care and or notice as long as it looks crisp, you know, symmetrical and stuff like that. You know, you may be wondering, well, what do I have to fold if I'm washing laundry for Poplin? Do I have to fold underwear? This customer had the most underwear of any other Poplin customer. I've only done like 3, but they had the most underwear. It was like a good amount of boxers. It was probably 12 boxers. They're clean. All right, I don't really care. I mean, they're clean. They went through your washer. They went through the entire wash cycle. And trust me, it was a lot more than this, you know. So it was a bunch of boxers. Oh, and the unique thing about them, it wasn't just that there was boxers. It was very colorful, ornate, unique boxers. Hey, I mean, wear what you want to wear, but some like Cheez-It branded boxers, you know, like the cracker Cheez-Its, and you know, a bunch of other like goofy, hey, it's your clothing, you know, whatever. After that, pack it up for delivery, right? I keep all my Poplin supplies in one place. I recommend doing the same. 2 different bags. You want one, just you can get a bunch of them on Amazon. I actually have an Amazon storefront. If you want to get any like supplies for any really gig app, there's bigger bags. I don't know if this is 13 gallon or this is 13 gallon, but there's a big one and there's small trash bags. It's gotta be clear. It's gotta be clear, not black trash bags, because that's what Poplin wants. It looks cleaner, right? So I just took one of these big trash bags out, we'll just pretend. And you just stack the stuff up like this, you know, just to look nice. So imagine there's a bag. I put the biggest garments in first, any jeans, stuff like that. The big, heavier garments in first. Then maybe put the t-shirts, and I put boxers and socks like on the side because the bag was huge, so there's space for like the side. So I put it there. I don't know how many towels, but maybe towels would go first in this case, right? Like this, and then maybe the shirts, and then maybe the socks, whatever, right? So plastic bag. Oh yeah, you have to weigh it. I didn't say this earlier. So I think you could skip this step, but it just adds some verification for the customer to verify like how much stuff they submitted. So you'll weigh yourself, and then you'll weigh yourself again holding the bag. And then they'll have you do it again at this point. Yeah, that was it. So plastic bag, a nice ribbon in Poplin's kind of pink colorway. So I would, you know, close the bag, I knot it as instructed, and then I put a little ribbon, you know, and a little bow. They actually recommend you do that just for good customer service. And again, this stuff, it's not expensive. So here we're gonna label the bag out. So it says Poplin, name, bag number, and weight. So let's go over the delivery process. So come delivery day the next day, remember, it says go to drop off address, deliver bags, hotel lobby, front desk, instructions, I will meet you at the front desk or hotel staff will assist with handoff. That was it. I went in there again, here's a laundry, and I dropped it off. This offer, let me find it here, $22.50. And I drove 1.5 miles maybe, round trip here, you know, right down the road. So that's all in all, we can call it an hour and 15 minutes, an hour 20 for anything that I'm missing. I'm not really missing anything. So an hour-ish for $22.50 for 1.5 miles. Was it worth it? You know, I feel like the Pro, I got lucky. I just got super lucky that there was an offer right there downtown, because the customers are all over the place. Some have been further away. So remember that. You have to go get it, come back home to wash it, go out again the next day to deliver it. But when you're using it as a filler app, if you're in that area anyway, or if it's like on your work commute or whatever, if it makes sense, you know, then it's not that bad. I don't want you driving forever to pick up one load of laundry. It doesn't make sense. You can do more than one load as well. The same customer can have 1 bag, 2 bags, 4 bags of laundry. Cons, yes, it can be gross. I mean, this customer was super normal. There was nothing nasty about the clothes at all. There was no visible, you know, soiling dirt on the clothes. It just looked like regular worn laundry. But I've had some that weren't as palatable. I don't know, whatever. Nothing insanely nasty. Still, you know, gloves, face masks, so not the most pleasant work. This is exactly what Poplin is. It's a filler app. Some people make it like their main thing. Because, okay, let's finish with this, the rating system. I've said this before on Poplin shifts. I don't like the rating system. So you get rated, well, actually, you know what? Let me look here. Because here's something hilarious that I did not tell you on any other Poplin shift because I just noticed this. So get this hilarity right here. You get ranked on customer rating, compliments, tips, pickup, delivery, and messaging. The faster you respond to your customers' messages, plus the friendlier and more professional you are, the more points you get. Respond to all messages within 1 hour and always make sure to be the last to respond. Even if there's nothing important to say, your last message might be, "Thank you." Literally, that's what it says. I only got a good for this customer because I didn't respond. Well, I didn't respond within an hour. You're doing other stuff. I'm doing other stuff. I missed it. Okay, I still responded though, right? But I also didn't respond to every single last message. I'm not gonna do that. I worked 6 years in customer service in a call center. And then actually I worked even more time at a large retailer, which is B2C, business to customer service. I know customer service. My undergrad was in communications. I know communications and customer service. That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous, unneeded, silly requirement for your laundry pros. And for this customer, which was 2 days ago now, at the time of filming this, the payment is processing at $22.50. Okay, that's fine, $22.50. But there's no tip in here. And there's no customer rating. So will this customer be my second one to not rate me and or tip? At least if I'm reading that correctly. If I'm not, somehow let me know. But so that's pending after 2 days. I did the work. I mean, $22.50 for the mileage and the time is still pretty decent. But am I missing something? So let me know your thoughts about this dirty laundry washing side hustle and pending tips and having to respond to every single message and getting supplies and et cetera, et cetera. Would you do it? What do you think? Is it not worth it? Is it too nasty, too dirty? Or is it a secret gem in this side hustle gig space?